Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. We are here in War 5 up against GT40, looking to be an intense war. We have 4 fights, the first 2 very clean, the second 2 anything but. Starting off here on path 3 against this Venom. Basically, he will put shocks on you when he has an armor up, so I'm going with Moleman here, shock immune. Parry heavy a couple times, just play around the unstoppable armor timer as well as his symbiotic enhancement where he can get an armor as well. And then at some point I know I'm going to be unblockable and unstoppable, so I'm just going to throw off my SP2 unblockable and unstoppable, and I'm going to get another one. So even if he went unstoppable here, I would still be cutting through, and then I do it again and the fight is over in just over 30 seconds. So clean fight with Moleman, pretty easy, pretty straightforward. And moving on, it is the debut of Professor X at rank 4 in War, going up against this Kingpin on Hurt Locker, Power Focus 2. I'm running Max Petrify, so when I parry heavy, he's not going to get as much power, giving myself more time, more survivability. I don't want to push him to SP2 until I'm at SP3. Because the more power the opponent has, my Sig 200 Professor X will do more damage with his prowess. So we're going in here, again, just parry heavy, play around the global timer, get to SP3, and the game is over for this Kingpin. Once Professor X gets to his SP3 in War, there is nothing any opponent can do. Nodes do not matter, and you just win. Not always the fastest fighting style, but if you can make it to an SP3, you win the fight. So, going up here against this Kingpin, parry heavy and going well so far, already up to 2 bars of power with the Power Start 1. Trying to bait out these SP1s for now, playing around, again, the global timer. There he goes unstoppable, but I'm aware of it. I'll parry heavy again, I think, or just bait this out. Hitting into his block once to get him to aggro. See the timer coming up here, I'm going to back off. He goes unstoppable, so it's a good thing I did. We're a little cornered here, but it's okay. Parry heavy, we're up to our 100 charges. I would have been okay if he didn't throw that. I'm going to play around this timer one more time. He doesn't go unstoppable, so now parry heavy to give him a little bit more power. And now I'm going to channel and launch this SP3. So hit him here with the big first SP3, lock this man into the lightning bolt, the Cyclops, got Archangel's wings on our backs, and we throw another one with 3 prowess, I think, yeah, 3 prowess, and he is going to get nuked into the ground once more, from 30-something% down to 0, so that's a clean 100% matchup with Professor X. Great debut for my rank 4 champion number 4. Moving on to the 2 unclean fights of the war. This is path 6, Nova. His specials do a lot more damage. The goal here is to just play white mags, but I just mess up a lot of basic Nova things here. I just wasn't as focused as I needed to be here, so it starts off pretty well. Getting crits there. I again counter a double medium, even though I know I cannot. Here we're countering heavies again. I'm just going to take this on the block, even though he has that prowess. It doesn't hit that hard, so I'm not too concerned about it. I just want to survive here. It's a very tight war, as always, against GT40. There I don't get punished for another mistake. Just thinking my parries are landing, but they're not. So, get a couple prowess here, throw this off, get some good power back. Now we're pushing him up over 2 bars of power. I do believe he throws this, or I'm going to throw another SP2 first. And now he's going to throw this off. The burst damage does a decent chunk, then I get parried because I'm slow on the retaliate, lose my indestructible boost, then eat a combo. Just not a pretty fight, but we're going to go in here with the SP2, finish things off. Doesn't look as bad as it felt, but yeah, a lot of things to improve in that fight. Moving on, we're taking this Hulk, and I was not as worried about this fight as maybe I should have been, but I just don't play it very well, and so it actually ends up becoming a very dangerous and long fight. I figured I could parry heavy twice because it's only a 20% reduction, but he immediately fails my second parry with that 20% reduction, so then I have 2 on me. Then I have 4, I'm just re-parrying, which is stupid on this node. 5, 100% reduction, 120% reduction. Again, just will not stop parrying, just playing this really poorly. But we're going to go in here and try to get this done. We're in a pretty bad spot, but I think I'm still okay. I'm trying to let these Disorients fall off, bait SP1s, build up my Mole Mass with the SP1 here. And again, I'm trying not to parry as much as possible, bait out these SP1s. I think I throw maybe one more SP1 here. Yeah, to try to get up to 8. Give myself a little bit more Mole Mass because I'm realizing I can't parry. But then I think I accidentally parry here, and it turns off my Frenzy. And what I mean by that, yeah. So he's going to come in, and it activates, but I'm not getting any guaranteed crits. So my Frenzy triggered, but for some reason the guaranteed crits component of it does not, so I'm not doing any bleeds. I'm kind of panicking. I throw a Wild Heavy, just playing very poorly here, and again, everything about Moleman is basically turned off here. I mean, I go unblockable, but I have no guaranteed crits, so I get 0 power back, and now I'm getting caught on dashbacks. I'm like, this fight is taking way too long. I'm starting to realize he's also going to go into Immortality because I just haven't done enough damage to this point, and he's getting enough Gamma charges. So I just want to get out of this fight. I'm trying to figure out my approach, and I decide to just keep hitting him, try to parry as little as possible, and do the damage I can, build up some more Mole Mass with SP1s so I can at least counter with the Unstoppable without parrying. But now he's up to 15 Gamma Radiation, so he is going to go Immortal. And there I parry again like a noob. Just need to maybe rethink my approach to this fight if we see this placement again, because this really did drag on, and at this point the war was 1-1, and we were losing on time, so this would not have helped at all. It's already been 2.5 minutes, and it's not over yet, so definitely need to rethink my strategy with Moleman for this fight. Maybe just push to Unstoppable, push up to enough Mole Mass, counter with Frenzy without parrying, and I should be fine. I would get my guaranteed crits and everything. I just misplayed it. So here we're waiting out the Immortality. We're going to go in, hit him a couple times, and he will go down, counter with the Unstoppable, and finish the fight. But 3-minute fight, not fast, not very clean. So yeah, first half of my war went very cleanly, very quickly, very efficiently. The second half was anything but. But at the end of the day, we got our 4 fights done, 4 solos. I'm going to go in here and place this pre-fight for King, who is going to take down this Moleman, I believe, with Kitty, maybe? Not sure, can't remember exactly. Just double check that it placed. But yeah, that's the war for me. I really enjoyed getting to use Professor X. I think I'm hoping to get assigned him a lot more and more moving forward this season. Moleman as well has been one that I've gone to a lot, and at the end of the day, this was a really great war on both sides. We lost in our BG 1-0. We had 1 death, unfortunately, late at the end. It wouldn't have mattered though, because we would have lost on time. 2-1 on the war. Really well played to GT40, and again, can't be too mad about this loss. 2 tough losses this season, 1-2 each time, but that's okay. We're going to go next and try to win our next war. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, consider subscribing for future content, and as always, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will catch you in the next one. Later.